Ladies and gentlemen, can I see a show of hands from my members, from those in the audience? Who's ever been stopped by a train here in Springfield on the 3rd Street tracks? Huh? Who's ever been stopped by a train? All right. Who's ever heard those train whistles on the 3rd Street tracks keep you up at night? Mr. Speaker, I know where you live downtown. I know you've heard the trains before. Ladies and gentlemen, this bill will stop you from getting stopped downtown because we will vacate the 3rd Street tracks and move them to the 10th Street tracks. We will make it a quiet zone. Come on, we'll make it a quiet zone in downtown Springfield. So my friends who live downtown will not get woken up by the trains in downtown Springfield. This is a $315 million project for my community, for Representative Murphy's community, that is getting funded through this bill and getting completed through this bill. I have to start, like a lot of my colleagues here, with thank yous. This has been a long process. I've been involved with this directly now for about a year and a half, and indirectly through working on transportation issues for almost all of my professional career. Thank yous to Dane Toole on our staff, Joe Scully on our staff, who do tremendous work keeping us informed and keeping us in line. Eric Lauder, a great EIU grad on the Democrat staff, thank you for all you've done. My colleagues Margot McDermott, Ryan Spain, Jay Hoffman, Larry Walsh, Jahan Booth, Will Davis, who all served on the working group for this, and my friend Louis Arroyo. It's been fun being the spokesman on your Appropriations Capital Committee. Great job on letting the people of Illinois know what the tremendous needs are that we have for capital investment in this state by bringing people to testify. I'd like to thank, as Representative Davis talked about, there was a lot of outside groups that worked on this too. The Illinois Chamber of Commerce, the laborers, the unions, and my friends at the Transportation for Illinois Coalition, which are up over here, who have really driven a lot of this. So we become educated as legislators. So many of us have never gone through the Capitol bill process. And over the last year, TFIC has done a wonderful job educating us on what our needs are for transportation and infrastructure in the state of Illinois. You know, there's a lot of components to this bill. There's a lot of components to the revenue. The one thing that I've said time and time again as I've talked to people across the 87th District is one of the things that I want to see more than anything else is to see that sales tax that you pay at the pump, the 5% share that goes to the state, that sales tax that you pay at the pump that you all think is going to the road fund, which isn't going to the road fund, now is going to be going to the road fund when you put that gas in your tank, which is where we should put that money, is into the road fund. So I appreciate my colleagues for doing that, because I think that's the right thing to do. You know, those of us as legislators, we talk to innumerable groups. We have mayors and county board folks, and I can't tell you the list of projects that I know all of us get on a day in and day out basis, and we want to help the people of our districts. We want to make sure that our communities are taken care of and we have a strong infrastructure in the state of Illinois, and this bill is going to help us do that. We've talked a lot about having a sustainable capital program. The package of bills that we have before us today finally allows us to have a sustainable capital program, to get out of these bust and booms. I've talked to so many engineering groups over the last year and a half that are talking about closing their doors in Illinois and moving out of state because of the inconsistencies we've had in our capital program. And this will allow us to have a sustainable program and add jobs, add labor jobs and engineering jobs and economic development across our state. Finally, let me say, I know I talk about it a lot. I'm very honored to serve in largely the same district that Abraham Lincoln served in this very body. And when Abraham Lincoln served here, his top priority when he served in this very body was the internal improvements of the state of Illinois. Infrastructure improvements. This state is uniquely situated in our country, and because of that, we are a transportation and infrastructure leader. The state was founded on a tremendous transportation system, our waterways, which continue to this day. We now have the 3rd most road miles out of all the states in the Union. We have wonderful airports. We have a tremendous system of rail. We have 6 Class I railroads in Illinois. We are a leader in transportation, but our infrastructure is crumbling. Our interstate system, which were built to last 50 years, are getting out of their useful lifespan. We have to reinvest, people, and that is what this does. I thank my colleagues for the work on this. This is going to provide jobs. This is going to provide a strong infrastructure. This is going to provide economic development for our state and move us forward to be more competitive. I urge and I vote.